it. Share to your friends whose edges are thinning. Yeah, that's the thing. Share to your friends whose edges are thinning. They need to see this. Today I have a really cool video for you guys. I've been wanting to make this for the longest time, and I've been waiting to have a protective hairstyle to actually be relevant while I'm making this video. So today is all about just taking care of your protective style, how to manage your hair before, during and after a protective style, just to make sure it actually protects your hair and it's not damaging like a lot of protective styles are. So first we're going to start off with the preparation of your hair before you put in a protective style. Okay, so first things first, you want to start off with your hair being deep conditioned. Not like you washed it and you conditioned it and you rinsed it. You want to wash it, condition it, and then deep condition it. So you can try with something that says it's deep conditioner, or a really good conditioner that I would recommend is the Iwori. I think you say it Mongongo. I'm not sure. But it's this one's a bit dirty because I use it a lot. But it's a repair and strengthening conditioner, and that's the two words that you want to see when you doing a protective scalp style. For the products that you want is repair and strengthen. Even though your hair doesn't need repairing or strengthening, it does when it's in the style. So this is a nice oily residue that it leaves in your hair. Not oily, but you can feel there's like something on your hair. So you want to have something that your hair doesn't feel stripped and completely clean. So next I want to talk about is actually detangling your hair, because this is a big thing, especially when you're getting a braid in or something like that. Your hair can't be like wash and go left and just pull up to the stylist. Your hair has to be detangled, otherwise they're going to detangle your hair for you, and they don't care for your hair as much as you do. So I do suggest you detangle your hair on your own before you go. Some of them, I detangled my hair once and then I got to a stylist and they wanted to like blow out my hair, and I actually got like a mini attack. But I would suggest like if a stylist is very keen on having your hair as straight as possible, try and stretch out your curls and actually brush it up, but make sure that you do most of the tagging, because those people don't care about your edges. They just don't. And then another thing, when it goes on also hand in hand with prepping, find a good person to do your hair. Don't go off someone that you just see on the streets that is showing you a piece of paper like I can do the styles. No, you have to find somebody that has like actual reviews, like your friends went there or you know somebody that goes there. Unless you trust this person and you believe that she can do what she says, then go ahead. Next thing I would say is really talk to your stylist. Make sure she knows that, like, go easy on my baby hairs, go easy on the parting. Like, I don't want to be sitting with pimples or anything. Like, actually speak to her, make her know that, look, I'm gonna come back to you if the style is the way I like it. If it's not, then this is it. I've been to so much braiders where that was the first and last time I've been there. So yeah, I stick to one now. If I don't go to her, I do it myself. So that's also another step. If you can, try and do your own hair, because you will protect it the best. You will like just be gentle with it the best. You'll choose the best things for your hair. It's just like you will do your hair the best, like take care of it wise. When it comes to neatness, if I'm going to an event, I will never do my hair myself. I will then go to my braider. But for now, when I just wanted a protective style and I had this hair at home, I decided to do this myself. You can do this hairstyle yourself. It's one of my videos. I think it's my video that will be up before this. So yeah, check out that video. I'll put it in the description box. Last but not least, when it comes to like the preparation of your hair, the hair you choose. So the cheapest is not always the best. There is a packet of hair, if you're watching this from South Africa in Cape Town, there's like a packet of hair that's like between 10 rand and 12 rand that I know a lot of people are braiding their hair with. And when I started, I was like, okay, why not? It's the same thing. And I used that until like one day they didn't have that, and I ended up buying, which is the brand that I love the most. Like, it's darling hair. And then I used their pack, it says 1 million, and it's purple. The packaging is purple and everything. There is amazing. When I tell you, my braids look better, and I got compliments from my guy best friend. They told me, yeah, your braids aren't looking as dull as it normally does. And I was like, Loki, I don't know if it's thank you or what should I say. But yeah, so it was just that the darling hair, try not to go for the, whereas that the cheapest hair will probably be 12 rand. Darling hair is like 22 rand something a pack, and you have to buy like 4 to 6 packs of hair depending on the style you want. So it comes out to a bit, but I promise you the installation is much easier for your braider, or if you're doing it yourself, it'll be much easier for you to stretch the hair, just detangle it. Everything is just much better if you pay a bit more. I'm going to talk to you a bit about the longevity of different braids. So the thinner the braid is, as you can see, I have very thick, we're going to call these braids for today. I have very thick braids in. So think if these were braids, they are large triangle braids. So let me, guys, I want to talk to you about the sizing of your parting. So the smaller your parting is, the longer it's going to take to actually grow out, where you actually see this growth, as compared to like larger partings. Your growth, you can see it much quicker, especially with braids. When you have thicker braids, they seem to frizz up much, like twice as quick as if you have thinner braids. So if you have thinner braids, obviously, like if you want to keep them for longer, try to make them as thinner. But then thicker braids is bigger, which means like it's less in your head, if it makes sense. So it's less pulling than if you have a whole lot of small ones that's pulling all around your head. So thicker braids are less tension compared to thinner braids. But then I want to tell you, I always get triangle parts. I don't know why. It's just something I saw it and I loved it and I never changed. These are, they get very, they have a lot of tension on the, the three corners. So the tensions on that corners are times 10 compared to thick braids. So I would say like this, make sure you have very strong roots or whatever if you're doing triangle braids, because they can very easily pull at these corners and these nooks and crannies and stuff. So blocks are much better than triangles. I just feel like triangles are a bit more stylish. And yeah, that is the difference. So thinner braids last longer, thicker braids don't last as long, but thicker braids are a bit more less tension, sorry. Thicker braids are less tension compared to thinner braids. The same way triangle parts is way more tension than block parting. Okay, so now we're gonna talk about during, because you like just got your braids done now and now they're like really tight. So now we need to talk about soothers. So I used to use those braid sprays, but then I saw, after I like looked at the ingredients of the braid sprays, like the braid soothers, they have a lot of things that I wouldn't put on my hair. Like they have glycerin, and well, I would put glycerin on my hair, but just not in this state. So I would really love, especially because your hair is very tight and your scalp is very exposed, and you might have some, like, let's be honest now, some of them braid us to where we have like pimples in our scalp. So try to put like things that you actually know what you're putting on your head, because if you don't know what you're putting on and it's getting in on actually like open skin, it's a bad thing. So one thing I would suggest, like when you get home, take your face cloth, put it in some hot water and literally like put it on your hair, like on the scalp. It will really like just like be an immediate soothe before you go to bed. One thing that I love and die by, like something that I will use without being natural, or with or without having a protective spray, a protective style, is Jamaican black castor oil. Sorry that this one is so used. It's almost up. This is from Black Roots Hair. It's Jamaican black castor oil, and a hair growth stimulant, and it's a cool thing because it comes with an applicator, so I can literally just put it on. When I tell you the way this soothes my braids, there's nothing that compares to the way this soothes my hair. Like I'm known to have like really tight styles, so this is like really one thing that my hair, the next morning when I wake up, I put it on like before bed, and the next morning when I wake up, my hair feels like it grew. Like I'm trying to be as not over dramatic as I can, as little over dramatic as I can be, but The stuff is good. The stuff is gold. Anything that you is, and it's actually great for scalp issues. So when you're getting pimples and everything, this is what you want to put on. Don't buy your braid sprays that has a whole list of ingredients at the stuff at the back. Like, let me read you this ingredients: Jamaica black castor oil and hemp oil. That is all the ingredients that is in here. You can see the wheat plant, and so yeah, I know what is going on my hair, and I know it's fine for, like, it repairs hair. So even if there are some open spots, which is really bad, this is going to help that. I know there's like a huge skeptic thing going around where people with braids or people with protective styles, we don't wash our hair, which is like the stupidest thing ever. But then I have friends that recently started braiding and they say they don't wash their hair because they don't know how. And that is such a stupid excuse because YouTube has everything. So I'm going to show you two ways to kind of wash your hair. Which the third way is obviously like get in the shower and literally like put shampoo all over like you actually washing your normal hair. But if you know, like, protective styles, especially braids like these and threads, they take 2 days to dry. So you don't want to be sitting and wetting your whole clothing. So I want to show you how to keep your scalp and your hair nice and fresh while not going through the world's hassle. So the first way I'm going to show you is like the first way I started. So I took, like these squirter bottles. This one is a sanitizing one. And I put in a little bit of shampoo and some water. And then you will shake it up till it becomes like very foamy. And this foam you will then like squirt on your roots. And then I see she takes like an actual cloth and like wipes her scalp like clean. That's how I was doing it at first. Then I actually got sick of wiping it clean, and I would actually like just foam up just my scalp, hold all my hair to the top of my head like this, bend over and throw water. So then like just like the perimeter of my head is wet, but not all my braids. So wash time, the dry time was much less. And then I came across leave-in scalp treatment wash. Okay, guys, have you heard what I just said? It's a leave-in shampoo. So it also comes with the applicator, same like the Jamaican black castor oils, all from the same brand. So this comes out and literally you put it like in between your scalp like that, and it's almost like a leave-in. Okay, and then you rub it through your scalp, and literally it has like low-key tea tree feel, so your hair actually feels really fresh. And I raved about this on my Instagram because when I do a slick back hairstyle with gel, like you need to wash your hair the next day, I use this and it actually, like, I don't know, evaporates all the gel off my hair and I can make a totally different style. So this is a lifesaver. I will always, my first wash that I'm going to do will be this first, and then I will actually go in with my second with actual shampoo. Now for like the most important part that people don't realize are the most important part, but this is the part where you lose the most hair, you damage your hair the most, and just where I see so much people go wrong. Like, I've been doing it for like 2 years now since I've been natural, so I've had my fair share of them, and I know what I've done before and what has happened. So I've tweaked a lot of things, and my protective styles actually are protective. So when you are finished with a protective style and you've actually worn it as a protective style, at the roots, like at just here where your protective style starts and stuff, if you're someone like me that sleeks your edges and just does the most of the hairstyle, you might have some product buildup. Even if you don't sleek your edges, you'll probably have product buildup because like when your hair oils and everything like build up there. So that, like, it gets hard, like almost like a gunk. And I'm going to take a video when I take this out because I'm sure I will have it. So I really want to show you. So people will be straight going to take it out their base and go wash their hair, and then life is normal. That is the worst thing to do ever. That is almost like, to me, it feels like a piece of bubble gum. But the way to take it out without actually taking some of your hair out with that piece of product buildup is you either using some hot water to soften that product buildup, or you're going to do an apple cider vinegar rinse, which I think I have it on my channel. Yeah, I do have it on my channel. So you want to do an apple cider vinegar rinse. That will take all that product buildup. It will soften it up and so easy, and you will lose less hair. Whereas my friend, she got the braids for the first time, didn't know what to do, and started brushing at that out and literally lost half of her hair. So you will take that out either with hot water or apple cider vinegar rinse. After that, go straight into a conditioner. Do not touch your hair with shampoo until you have deep conditioned your hair after a protective style, because your hair has been without any moisture for so long. Like, just let it indulge in moisture for like a day if I can. Like, when if I take it out, I will try and take that out maybe with apple cider vinegar, and then do my hair into twist with like a nice deep condition, leave it in for a day, then rinse it off, and then my life is back to normal. But immediately shampooing on that product build up in your hair so dry, guys, it will almost make you never want to try protective style again, and it will just be way more damaging than protective. Another thing I also just wanted to talk to you that I didn't touch on when it came to parting was, I was somebody that became obsessed with protective styles. I cut off all my hair and I hated it, so I just continued protective hairstyles. And the funny thing is, I always parted my hair like this. Every single style, different braids, but same style. I think I did cornrows only once in my life. But so what was happening is, I would like in between the braiding times would like go a week by, and I would be like wetting my hair tied to the back normal styles. And I could see my parting when my braid was out. Like, your hair starts thinning. I know every time I do braids, every time you do braids, every time you do a such a tensile full hairstyle for so long, your hair starts thinning at these spots. Now, if you're doing that every month, the same time, all the time, like, it really starts becoming noticeable. I stopped protective hairstyles for like 6 to 7 to 8 months then. I didn't do anything to my hair. I tried to not even tie it back to tight, because then I became really scared of it. Once you start seeing how tension works on your hairline and everything, it will really make you like take a step back. So try not to get to that point. Take breaks before your in between your protective hairstyles. Like, don't get it month after month after month. If you like this video, then please subscribe to me. Put on your post notifications. Like, why not? Yeah, subscribe to my channel and like this video and share to anyone who needs it. Share to your friends whose edges are thinning. Yeah, that's the thing. Share to your friends whose edges are thinning. They need to see this. Or people whose hair is not growing, because protective styles will really help them. But yeah, thank you for watching. Okay guys, I never say this, but like, please follow me on Instagram. I had a different page where I was much bigger, and I started this hair page, so it would be really amazing to get like the same type of hype for my hair page. So yeah, if you care, thank you.